Well, it's been 2 years camping in this cargo trailer. I figured I'd talk about a couple more updates I made and also things that haven't been working out so well. So let's get started. Now, starting with the dinette, I made it so it can fold down to a bench. Now, I tried doing that before, but my design didn't work too well. What I ended up doing is just buying one of those stands that are real simple. It's a pole that pops out. I actually have that right over here. So you got this pole, you put that in the stand in the middle, and then, obviously there's another piece for the table there. Real simple, easy to work with, and this was far better than the design I was coming up with. I was trying to come up with my own design where I have a piece kind of there. The table has this folding mechanism that goes in and all that. In the end, that didn't work, and it made more sense just to go and buy this setup. So this works great, and we actually mostly leave it in bench form because our dogs prefer that. So, going to the next thing, over in the bathroom here, I used to have some tile board on all the walls over here, and I replaced it with these planks that are matching what I have in the rest of the trailer. And in the end, this was a much warmer feel rather than the kind of sterile feel that the tile board gave. Now, one of the cons is this portable AC unit that I stuck in here. Now, I kind of jerry-rigged this in place because this unit only has an exhaust tube. It has an intake vent, but it's meant to sit in a house, and generally you have enough air in the house and maybe, air leaks here and there where it doesn't create much of a vacuum. I had to close off the bottom of the air intake, and then I surrounded it with foam for insulation. And what I did is I just added an intake vent on the outside. So I have one of these dryer vents that opens when it's pumping out exhaust, and then the intake here. Now, this worked fairly well, actually, but after a couple years, this unit finally seems kaput. Doesn't seem like the compressor is really turning on, so I probably have to replace it. That being said, I think it really would have been worth the investment to get one of the roof units. I could have put it maybe like up here. I probably wouldn't replace my max fan with it, or, just going without it because it is camping. But, I got a good solid 2 years out of that. Now, the last item here that I want to finish with, if we go around to the back of the trailer, I can just open it up here. And you can see the storage we have underneath. I've never really covered this because I actually changed it a couple times. I actually used to have a lot of 2x2s here for the framing, but you can see I replaced these upper pieces with 2x4s so I wouldn't have any vertical supports in between here. So I just have a giant storage bay where I can cram this with, chairs, mats, shelters, all of that. And this here has been working really well. It's almost like a garage for the trailer, so it's a nice area where I can stash away a lot of stuff we don't always need, but we need to have with just in case. Well, that's it for a year 3 update. I think I'm finally done changes, but you know what? Every year where I tweak a couple things, I think, okay, now it's perfect. Now I don't have to change anything. But then after a few camping trips, I find something else I can improve. On the bright side, that is one of the nice things about building your own camper. You can always go and modify or tweak things a little bit here and there because, well, you already have the skill set and know how everything's put together because you built it. So I hope you enjoyed this update. I'll have links in the description to my original walkthrough and last year's update in case any of you haven't seen that. But I hope you enjoyed the update. Thanks for watching.